What's happening, everyone? It is Mike from the Hardcover Comic here. It's one of my favorite times of the month when comic publishers release their solicitations for 3 months in advance. We get to find out what's coming in each comic book universe, and we get to prepare our pull lists for upcoming events and series. So today we're going to look at Marvel Comics June 2020 solicitations. Hope everyone's staying safe during this, this time in the world. Thankfully, we've got a lot of comics and hobbies to keep us very entertained during this time. So let's start by talking about Marvel Comics upcoming June 2020. Before we get started, guys, just wanted to quickly say subscribe if you haven't already. We post content daily talking about comics, hardcovers, upcoming releases, upcoming series, events, all that fun stuff. Weekly live streams, all that jazz. Be sure to check out our Patreon. We're going to be doing hardcover comic collection giveaways at the end of each month to our patrons. Link down in the description below. We are also sponsored by Dr. Squatch. They are an organic soap company without the chemicals that you see in other brands. A subscription service with the link in the description. You will get free shipping on your order for life. All right, guys, so June is going to be a very fun month with Marvel. We looked at DC last week since they released their solicitations a little early. Still waiting for some of the more independent publishers to put theirs out so I can do a video, but let's talk about what Marvel's got going. There are quite a few new series, along with some great event stuff going on and ongoing series. I'm mostly going to cover highlights, changes to major series, new series, events, all that. So let's dive in with first up, Nonstop Spider-Man. This is going to be a new title written by Joe Kelly with artwork by Chris Bacalo. A dope cover by David Finch that we're looking at here. There are a whole bunch of variants. Larry Lieber, Greg LaRocque, Scotty Young, Alex Ross, more David Finch, and some more TBA. So what this series is promising to be is a non-stop Spider-Man action, but I don't know. I mean, they're just saying it's non-stop. So from page 1, panel 1, Spider-Man does not stop. That's what they're saying. They're saying you should check with your doctor before you pick up this title. I'm really curious to know just how intense this is going to be. Is it going to be like one of those mobile games like Temple Run or Subway, whatever it's called, Subway Runners or whatever? Is that, I mean, what does this even mean? So we'll see what happens from there. I like Joe Kelly. I think he's a good writer. Chris Bacalo, I'm not a big fan of his artwork, but it should be interesting to see his Spider-Man. That David Finch cover's sweet, though. Next up, Steve Orlando's making his debut in Marvel Comics with the Darkhold Alpha #1. So, written by him, Steve Orlando, artwork by Cian Tormey, a cover by Greg Smallwood, which looks great. So this is basically following the Darkhold, what's happening with it. They, in the description, they say that one of the greatest sorcerers in the multiverse. We see Doom on the cover, so I'm guessing it's Doom. This is a one-shot. I think it's going to lead into some more stuff with the Darkhold that Steve Orlando is going to be doing in the near future with Marvel. We'll see with July 2020. Next up, thankfully, we get to see we get a mini. At least it's a mini for one of my favorite characters, Shang-Chi. We're going to get issue number 1 of 5 by Gene Yang, Dike Ruan with Philip Tan doing the artwork. A awesome cover by Jim Chung. And I don't know if this is, I mean, there's a whole bunch of variants here. I don't know if this is In-Hyuk Lee. I don't think it's Ron Lim, but this sort of cover that reminds me of the Hands of Shang-Chi, Master of Kung Fu sort of art style. I forget who the artist was on that. Damn, he did Catwoman with Ed Brubaker too. Oh, I'm going to hate myself for this, but I love that set of Omnis. I love the stories within there, so I'm very excited to check this out. Hopefully it's a return to that sort of Shang-Chi. Either way, I'm excited. Whatever they do with it, I love the character, so I'm very pumped about this one. Empyre continues in full force with Al Ewing and Dan Slott writing issues 4 and 5 of the event. Valerio Schiti doing the artwork on both issues as well. Fantastic covers by Jim Chung. Jim Chung seems to be the cover man of the month for Marvel Comics. Damn, so much work. Some variants by guys like Tony Daniel, Lee Garbett, John Tyler Christopher, Michael Cho. Some cool stuff. So, this event's it's coming to its, we're going to get the penultimate issue in June. Of course, at this point, we still don't know too much about the details of the event, aside from the fact that it is sort of a Kree-Skrull sort of event, a cosmic war. We've already seen that Captain Marvel is going to become an accuser. And this month, we'll get to see where that goes even further, June that is. And with Empyre 4 and 5, they're saying there's going to be big stuff happening, changes to the Marvel Universe, so it's something to definitely look out for, as with all events. And as with all events, we get a whole bunch of tie-ins. So we're going to get Squadron Supreme number 2, Captain America number 2, Storm Ranger number 2, Thor number 2, Invasion of Wakanda number 2. These are all going to be 3-issue minis. So we're at issue 2 of 3 for all of these. All Empyre tie-ins written by various artists and writers. I really dig the Dustin Weaver cover of the Invasion of Wakanda. That is a sick cover. Incredible level of detail. Some more Empyre tie-ins. We're going to get a one-shot Lords of Empire Swordsman. We're going to get Avengers number 3, Spider-Man number 3, X-Men number 3 and 4, Union number 2, wrapping up some minis there. The thing about X-Men, we're going to get issues 3 and 4. Aside from the fact that we're also getting regular X-Men issues, which I'll talk about in a little bit. So it's kind of tough. These are 40 pages, $5 each. So it's quite a bit to add to your regular, monthly pickup. All right, so Captain America number 20. Last month I noticed that she becomes 2 months ago, I noticed that she becomes an accuser, and now it looks like she is creating the Accuser Corps. Thoughts, comment section down below. Let's get it started. The mutant side of things, we've got X-Men number 12, Children of the Atom number 3, X-Factor number 3, Hellions number 4, Cable number 4, Wolverine number 5, and Giant Size X-Men Storm number 1. So a lot of these second wave Dawn of X titles continuing onward with some great covers and really promising premises. We're going to get some Origins in Children of the Atom. In Hellions, we're going to see Havoc kick some butt. Cable, I'm very excited to see that go on. It's been issue number 1 was a fun time. We're going to see the Space Knights arrive on Krakoa in this issue, it sounds like. And then in Giant Size X-Men Storm, we're going to see Hickman and Dodderman continue what we saw in the Jean Grey and Emma Frost Giant Size book, where Storm has to travel pretty much across the world to save herself. The first phase of X-Men books, of course, is continuing business as usual. Excalibur number 12. We're going to get Marauders number 12, New Mutants number 12, and X-Force number 12. There is also this X-Men Dawn of X Saga number 1 coming out, written by Jess Harold with a variety of artists. And as far as I can tell, it's going to be a one-shot, sort of a previously on X-Men, catching people up to what's happened at this point with, Hoxpox, and then everything that's been happening across all the X-Men titles at this point. So I'm interested to see what this even is, if it's sort of like a grand design type book. There's not that much detail about it in the solicitations. One other thing I've noticed is there is this event crossover story thing happening called Infinite Destinies. And the way they're basically describing it is the Infinity Stones are coming back now at this point, and this storyline is going to lay the groundwork for future stories shaping the Marvel Universe. And I'm really interested in why this is happening. It seems really counterproductive to have this happening alongside Empyre. I mean, it's Marvel, I guess, so it happens. So in June, we're going to get Iron Man Annual 1 and Captain America Annual 1. Iron Man's written by Jed McKay, Abraham Robserson doing the artwork, and then Captain America is by Gary Dugan and Marco Castiello. I don't know. We'll see what's going on here. There are some costume changes we're seeing on the covers already. Again, I have no idea what this is. There's going to be a backup in each of these issues, Super Spy versus Super Spy, where Nick Fury, I guess, and Phil Coulson are going head to head as Agent of Nothing versus Agent of Mephisto. I don't know. I'm going to check these out, though, because it seems like it's going to be important. Those are all the highlights for me, folks. There weren't really any big changes on any of the other titles. They're all going on business as usual. All the new stuff spinning out of Outlawed with Champions, Power Pack, New Warriors, those are still going to be going. There's a few minis in there and ongoings. The Spider-Verse is going strong. Amazing Spider-Man, Venom, Black Cat, all that stuff. Scream, Curse of Carnage, it's all happening still. And Guardians of the Galaxy, Thor by Donny Cates, Doctor Strange, Doctor Doom. There's so much awesome stuff coming out of Marvel now to check out for all types of fans. They've got a whole lot of variety, which is great. Obviously, the hot item for the summer will be Empyre, since that's going to be a huge event. Should be exciting. I'm very excited for it. What are you guys going to be picking up in the month of June? I'm very curious. What do you guys recommend from what you've been reading that I've talked about so far? Are there any series that I should be paying more attention to? I'm always trying to keep up. It's a lot to keep up with, trying to stay with all the publishers and keep as current as you can. So let me know if I've missed anything, what you're most excited about. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. We post content daily, anything and everything related to comics, especially hardcovers. Check out our Patreon. We're going to be doing hardcover giveaways at the end of every month. So be sure to become a patron and you can be included in that as well, along with other free stuff. We give away digital codes. We're going to be doing a Valiant giveaway very soon with some custom binds. So it's a lot of fun stuff happening there. And check out Dr. Squatch. They're a soap subscription service we offer. With us, you'll get, with the link down in the description, you will get free shipping on your order for life. So check it out. It's really cool. Matt uses them, loves them. It smells good, organic, really good for you. And thank you all very much for tuning in. This is Mike from the Hardcover Comic. I hope you all enjoyed. I'm very excited for what Marvel has coming out in June 2020. And until next time, as always, you stay classy, Internet.